All right, we'll go ahead and get started with Coach Deifel here. Same thing as last time. If you got a question, either hit me in the chat or use the raised hand function. Coach, you want to go ahead and open up with a statement?
Oh, what a day. I'm just really proud of the team. Took everybody in that dugout in our circle. And I'm just really proud of their fight and their heart. I told them today, they're very, very good softball players. And the thing I'm most proud of is their heart and their fight, and their belief in each other. I thought the crowd was incredible. I thought it was a difference maker from the beginning. And I thought our team continued to be businesslike. I think they played with a ton of emotion today, but didn't get emotional. And I'm just really proud of their composure and how they finished it.
Paul, go ahead.
Yeah, can you kind of expound on that a little, just from the standpoint of getting behind after getting the 2-run homer from Braxton, and then they come back right back and punch you right back, but your team kind of stayed the course from there and went on and finished it.
Yeah, it's postseason. You know that whoever you play, they're going to throw punches, and we expected it. We expected it. I think it kind of took us an inning to kind of get back on track. And I thought the difference maker in that was Lenny's at bat. I thought she had incredible composure. We thought she obviously hit one out there. And she controlled her emotions, grinded away to get on base for us, and really got something going. And I thought Mary came in and did what Mary does. And I'm just really proud. It took everyone today. Stormy, I actually thought Stormy looked good. I thought her pitches that weren't quite as Stormy-like were 2-strike pitches, kind of gave them a chance. And I think we didn't make some plays that were a difference maker in that first inning. But we stayed the course and continued to fight and grabbed control back of the game and didn't give it up. So
Randy, go ahead. Oops, sorry, Coach.
That's okay.
Randy, go ahead.
Coach, I'm kind of confused on some of the rules. One on the home run, well, turns out to be a foul ball by Lenny. Why is there no video replay to where you can look at that?
Good question. I think I think it's time for us to really look into that, to be completely honest. We as a conference we used it in our SEC tournament. We aren't there yet nationally. I think we're a lot closer as a conference, but I do think it's time. Our sport, I think our sport deserves it for the level of play that these athletes play at. I just think it's time for us to make that happen. But it's not, we don't have it yet. A lot of times it's just the camera angles. I don't want to get into it. I think it's time. I'll just say, I think it's time.
I think it's fair. I think it was a tape measure shot, by the way. How important was it to get Braxton back in the groove with that first inning home run?
Well, I don't know that it was important as much that it was a spark for us. I think that she's seeing the ball well. I think that she's battled to get back from her injury. And shoot, I'll give her a ton of credit. She was ready to go on that first pitch. She was on time. And that means she was grinding on deck. And it means that Hannah McEwen saw a good amount of pitches to make Brax really comfortable with that first pitch. And Brax could just work her timing during Hannah's at bat. I just think it's a huge spark for us. But I honestly think that there were tons of sparks throughout our lineup. I thought Lenny was a difference maker all weekend. I thought Ryan was huge for us. I thought Keely grinded to get that chopper up the middle and then busted it down the line to beat it out. I just think it takes everyone. And I'm just really proud of how they just fought for each other.
Final question on Brax. Was that a precaution when you took her out in the 6th for a pinch runner?
Yeah. It just bothers her the most when she's running. And so it was just kind of time, we could give her some time in the dugout, and Audrey's very quick. And it's something we'll probably look to do probably through the postseason until Brax feels 100%. Sorry, I was screaming a lot today. A husky voice. I don't know what this voice is.
Sound great. Thank you, Coach.
Nate, go ahead.
Yeah, Courtney, just the decision on that, because Mary said she was going to be pitching in relief, but obviously you went to her really early. Just kind of went into your decision on that.
Well, I mean, when Autumn came off, I thought she looked good. I just thought the pitches she missed were 2-strike pitches and gave them a chance to hang a little bit. I think if she makes that throw on the comebacker, Or, I think Gibb had a chance to catch one there in that same at bat. It's a different inning. We would have been out of it. And then she came in, we were making adjustments. And when she walked in the dugout, she slipped and twisted her ankle. That's why she came out. I have a ton of trust and belief in Stormy. And I knew she was going to get right back on track, because I think it's an easy adjustment for someone like her. But she slipped and twisted her ankle. And so it was just time at that point to go to Mary.
Thanks.
Jason, go ahead.
How special is this one? I mean, 2018, but this time you get to stay at home this coming weekend, and just the emotions that come with winning another regional title.
Yeah, it's really special. And to be honest, the special piece of it is that it was our players' expectation. And so I think that when you look at what they've done and what they've built, and this was where they expected to be. And I think you could see that through this weekend. I think you could see it through the course of the game is they knew they were going to win this. And I think that's the difference. I think we knew it 3 years ago when we won it, but this time throughout this year, they've had a really special year. This is a really special group, and they have their sights set on what they want, and they're very businesslike and trying to accomplish that. And I just think there's a lot to be said for these super seniors that came in and really grinded to get this program going. And then you go into a weekend like this and their full expectation is to be hosting a super. I just think that's really stinking cool. So I think it's awesome.
Eric, go ahead.
Coach, from a standpoint compared to 2018, as a staff, what did you take from that experience that you'll take with you this week that'll help you prepare this week for the supers?
Well, I fully think that when you experience something, you can see it and you can see yourself there. So we've been in this position before, earning the seed and 3 years ago. And so we know what it takes to get through a regional. And I think that now we've had a dose of what a super's like, and now we get to do it at home. I mean, look at that crowd today and think of what it's going to be next weekend. I just, you earn it. I feel like that we had a moment in the outfield and I'm like, soak this in because you guys earned that. And so I just think that when you experience something, that becomes your experience and that becomes your expectation. And now we'll continue to push that forward. And so we're going to be a lot more comfortable in the super this time, not just because it's home, but we've already been there and now we know how to be better in that moment.
Anything else for Coach? Okay. Thanks, Coach.